Welcome back to Cultivating with Sandra. In this video, you see all the brassicas that we will be planting, and we will be focusing on 4 indeterminate tomatoes: yellow pear tomato, San Marzano tomato, sweet 100, and black cherry tomato. And we will be planting 6 cucumber seeds, 2 of 2 different kinds. I thought I had my camera recording, but it wasn't recording while I planted this San Marzano San Marzano tomato. So we are going to now plant a yellow pear tomato, which is they're cherry tomatoes and they're yellow and they look just like a little pear. So we are going to, this plant is right here on the surface of this pot. So it doesn't have a lot of roots down. So it is struggling. So what we're going to do is we're going to dig a hole as deep as we can to give this tomato plant, which is prolific, a good chance to survive. Digging deep. This soil down here is moist, but it's sandier than the mushroom compost that I have definitely on the top. With this tomato plant, we're going to go as deep as possible to get the most success. Also, because we are still in hurricane season, we want to make sure that if something comes, it is extremely stable. So, okay, let's see how deep this will go. I want it deeper. At this level of my garden bed, which I planted earlier this year, all of this down here was leaves, and it's already turned into soil. So we are gonna try to get all of these out. See how deep we could get this one down. That will, that will work. So I still need to take these leaves out, pinch them off, and let's go ahead and fill the hole. Back up. So because that tomato plant was so tall, and that's the best we could out of the two nurseries I went to yesterday, we are going to go ahead and support it so it could grow up instead of sideways. So we are going to carefully, we're going to clip it here And we probably could do one more up here. We'll wait a little bit more, and then we'll try to clip it here so it could continue going up this trellis. So we have our yellow pear and a San Marzano. So San Marzano is great for making sauces and pastes, and pears, the yellow pear, of course, I love it just to eat and for salads. So we'll put a little sign here so we won't forget, because I tend to be forgetful sometimes. And now let's turn to the other side of the trellis. So we'll go back around like this. And let me make sure that we are right here. Okay. So the two that we are going to plant so it could go up this trellis are the Sweet 100 and the, I never done this one, the Pigletwillie's French black is also a cherry tomato. So I cannot wait to try those. So now we are going to dig as deep as we can. And I think if I come this way, it may be easier to dig, because I want them, as you notice on the other side, I want them on the outside of the trellis, because we will be planting cucumbers on the inside. Let me see. So that's a little bit over a foot. Let's see. Let's see if I could get it a little bit deeper. On this side, I think that's all I could go, because I'm starting to see the leaf mulch. The leaf, they're not quite decomposed as I would like it to be for the planting tomato. So we'll go ahead and pull this one out of the container. And then we're going to get all these leaves off. If we wanted to, we could try to root these, but especially this one that is considered a sucker, but we are not. Let's see. Let's take this one off too. Let's pinch this one off. Okay, so this is close enough. So we start filling it the hole back up. And that is that. So we'll provide some support now to make sure that it stays closer. So that's our support right there. And we will watch it grow. And let's see how prolific these are. Okay, so now let's do the other one on the other side. And I'm thinking that there's actually two plants in here. And if they are, we're going to separate them. Because it is not good to have two plants together. Well, we'll figure that out shortly. Let's see. That, that will kind of work. So let's find out on the Sweet 100 if we have one plant or two plants. And we do have two plants. So we are not going to throw this one. It seems stronger. So we're going to do this one. That one won't go to waste. We'll plant it too. And how deep can we make this go? Okay. 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 Can we get you there? Yes, we can. That would be good. So let's put all this soil back. We'll put the name so we won't forget. And let's get some support so we could guide it going up this trellis right here. Let's see. There we go. And as it go up, we'll support it going up. So that's that. So now what to do with this one? This one needs support and it needs to go up a trellis. So what we can do, even though we're going to plant cucumbers on this side, it has to be approximately a foot apart so it could get the nutrients it needs. So if I plant it right here, so it could go in the middle of this trellis, that will give it almost a foot apart. But I'm going to have to be very careful to make sure that I provided the support, because right now it probably is going to be leaning until it reaches the trellis. But I am not going to throw this plant away, and this is the only trellis that I'm going to give up. This is the only trellis I'm going to use. So Here we go. And we dig. That is something that I always look for, even though I didn't notice it on this one. On my peppers, on my brassicas, I um I try to find two plants so I could then have the double amount of plants for the price of one. How does that? If we do it that way, then it will be a little while before we can trellis it up, but that's fine too. So here we go. We want it right here in the middle. So here we put all the soil back. And here we have our tomato plants. I'm gonna go ahead and take this one off so we can make sure we focus on going up. And then eventually I'll tie this one and it will go up on the outside of the trellis. So there goes my 2 tomato plants. Well, 3. And these are the sweet 100, and these are, I already forgot, the black cherry tomatoes. So that goes for our planting today. We got our tomatoes done. Since we are here in the garden, we are going to go ahead and do our straight 8 cucumbers. There are 57 days here, and they give around 8-inch fruits. And on the other side, we'll do the market more cucumber, and this is 60 days. So this one says that it's frost sensitive, so hopefully we get some before our first frost. So let's get them started. Some people do want to have the plant because of the time frame, but they germinate so fast. So between 5 to 10 days. These are the straight 8s. These are small the seeds are. So we'll do 3 plants just to be safe. And there goes. And you don't have to plant them deep. Oops, I dropped one here. So let's use that one. I'm gonna plant it right here. And we'll water them in a little bit. And on the other side, we'll turn the camera around. On the inside, we'll do the cucumber market more, and we'll also do, and these seeds takes 5 to 10 days to germinate. And we'll go ahead and do 3 seeds since we did 3 seeds over there. And we're gonna do here. We're gonna do right here in the middle, but we don't have anything. And we got one more. We're gonna do it on the outside of the tomato. Okay. And the seeds do not have to be planted deep. So now we'll water them and wait for them to grow. because, oops, because this leaf is it's almost touching the ground. We are going to, and this is our leading. We are gonna keep it up. I'm gonna pinch this one. We'll keep it up as and we're gonna take this ones off too, so it could focus. This one we could take this one off, and then we could focus then later on making it as straight as possible. Growing up, this tomato plant we'll let it lean, however, because then we're gonna eventually bring it back this way, and I will walk you the whole process. So what you don't want is leaf touching the soil, because that's how you get um, sicknesses and plagues and stuff like that. To review what we have done today, we have planted 2 tomato plants on this side and 3 seeds of cucumber seeds on this side, the marketplace. And then on this side, on bed number 3, we have planted 3 tomato plants, 2 100s and 1 the black cherry tomatoes. And the reason why we planted 3, it was because there was 2 plants in one of the containers, and we'd want to always separate those. And then we planted 3 seeds of the cucumber straight 8. That's what we've done so far today. If this was helpful or informative, please subscribe, like, and comment. Thank you for watching.